Hello, everyone. My name is Unathi, and my takeaway topic is about deepfaking. How difficult is it to create a deepfake video in a day? Okay. Okay, so I guess you can't hear this. I kind of deepfaked Putin's face into a video of myself. He was just introducing you guys into my takeaway talk. Yeah. So what is a deepfake? A deepfake is synthetic media, which is used to deceive the viewer. What do I mean by that? A person in a existing image or video is replaced by another person's likeness. In modern days, what's this? AI and machine learning is actually used to calculate the different facial expressions and replace it onto of a different person and place it on another person's likeness. And that's what I mean by that. And deepfaking essentially isn't a new thing, but it previously didn't use AI and all of those things. And I think I'll show you examples of that on my next slide. But the common machine learning methods is using is using generative sorry. I'm nervous, please forgive me. So I'm just gonna common machine learning methods used to create effects are based on deep learning and training generative neural networks. Hence why it's called deep fakes, because it's basically deep learning and then faking the output video. So I did a bit of digging on deep fakes. The earliest kind of deep fake I found was photo manipulation, which was early in the 1900s, where people would actually take the negatives from the image and probably piece them together to create one image. Some would color on them to create a whole different image when they are processing the image. And then the photo manipulation was also later introduced into motion pictures. So motion pictures is basically a series of still images taken onto uh, I call it a film because that's what the old people used to call it. And then some certain frames would, for example, if Superman shooting lasers, a certain frame would need to be added, would need to be manipulated. So a person would draw probably arrows coming out of whoever's acting as Superman. And when the movie's playing, it would look like that actually happened. Yeah, and then when digital videos was introduced, that's when CGI now started coming into play, and there was methods such as using the green screens and stuff like that, so that we could hide certain stuff and blend them with whatever image that we have. And that was the technique that was used up until the computer vision became a need. So with the rise of AI development, AI were needed to acquire and process images and analyze them so that they can understand the depth of what that table is, or that chair. How is it inside the, is it underneath the table, is it away from the table? But with all of that, that's where the deep fakes started blooming, because now the machines could learn faces and essentially take what they learned and mimic it onto another object. So in my next slides, I have a couple of examples for the types of deepfakes that I've shown in history. Unfortunately, I couldn't find one for motion pictures. Yeah, so I'll start with photo manipulation. I forgot to mention that photo manipulation still exists today in programs such as Photoshop. So what in this slide, what you can see here, the image on the left, on the left, is made up from all the from the 4 images on the right, basically layered together to create this one wonderful image. And then for digital video mappings, I just have a making of the Hulk movie where it shows you what they had to go through with the character playing as Hulk had to wear different suits, and they had to manually draw dots so that they can map his facial expressions. And then what was recorded from there would have to be translated onto a model, which would then be blended into using video editing software into what you now know as Hulk. And yeah, that's what they had to go through in digital videos. Why is it not going to next? Yeah. So using deepfakes, basically, when we training your generative neural networks, there's something called GNAs, which are generative adversarial networks, where there's basically 2 networks, where one trains a model from an image, and then the other network is generating the new image using the model that you've trained. So the video that I have here is basically Robert Downey Jr. Deepfaked into Elon Musk's speech using a software called Deepface Lab. And as you can, it's pretty noticeable, right? But when you actually training your AI to create the face model that will replace the other person, you could actually adjust the contrast and stuff so that it's hardly noticeable. The skin difference is hardly noticeable, and you become more convinced that that's the actual person doing the video. I mean, that's the actual person doing the presentation or whatever action that's happening. Yeah. So in conclusion, creating a deepfake, there should be a video here. Not sure why it's not showing. What happened? Sorry. Okay, so there's supposed to be a nice Kendrick Lamar video, the Hard Part 5, where he was busy, where he deepfaked a couple of other well-known people into his video. Creating that video in a day is unachievable because you need a lot of video content. In that video content, you need to get all the angles of the person that you want to deepfake into your destination video. And after gathering all that content, you still need to train your AI to get that model, right? So it's not achievable. I try and put together a demo for you guys. But the demo is not for a video. It's more of animating an image to mimic the video that has been uploaded. So I'm gonna try this again. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, cool. So, okay. So this is a program that is already that already exists on the cloud. And I had to find one that can be online because I don't have a powerful GPU and I didn't want to install softwares on this PC. So I think I'll use this image here. I'll animate this image. I think you guys have seen this statue meme going around. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna have to restart this program. So what got me interested in deepfakes was during COVID, there was a lot of fake videos and I was like, how are these people making these fake videos and stuff? And that's why I chose this tech talk. Let me try this. So I'm gonna pick the famous Instagram Snapchat statue and just use, I don't know who's this, but I'm gonna use that guy as the source data for animating the image. And currently it's building and we'll see the output just now. Okay, while it's building, do you guys have any questions for me? A couple of minutes, maybe 1 or 2 minutes. Should be done now. Oh yeah, the video that you saw earlier on when I started the presentation, I made it with this program as well. Okay, there's it. There's no audio, but now the image is moving according to the video the source video that I added, that was preloaded for me, and I used that. So I've tried it with my videos. The reason why Putin didn't move much when he was introducing you guys is because I believe my video wasn't trained, or they don't have enough training from my video to manipulate the images properly. Thanks, guys. That's it for my takeaway topic.